the points mean a lot, especially to a team like 100 Thieves that are looking to be able to sort of make that points a big outcome going into the future.
Yeah, they are a team that right now, within that top 2 positions, they are set to qualify as a legend if they can take this tournament by quite the margin. They can get those points on the board. Oh, Wolko! Did he just... I didn't even know he landed that until it actually came in against Liaz. All right, 100 Thieves on the T side to start things off already. Losing their opening pick, the bomb plant can't get secured. But RBG are holding away from the site. They're ready to make their moves in as Wolko takes some damage.
We saw Jacob just faking out that bomb plant the first time to draw out the nades, but some good damage has been done to this CT side. We're seeing both Wiz and Wolko incredibly low. Now they do have a kit, a flashbang on Pawnee to work with. Smoke now going out towards the default position, and no one's on the bomb just yet for the RBG side.
Jacob falls next, Hex gets that kill. Wiz comes up with one. They're on the news right now. Wolko's solo HP though. Jacob has to shut this down. Makes away from the CC line. Sees 2. Azza gets a kill of his own right. Still held here towards the alleyway position. Gets himself a 3K lined up. Wow, that round really had it all. One tap, spams, absolute manic results there from the T side. But 100 Thieves do come out on top.
I think chaos is a good way to describe that round right there. We saw a great opener from RBG. They went really passive into the site after getting that opening man advantage from Wolko. And then 100 Thieves, they just come out of nowhere. Some really big individuals come up. Both JKS and Azza chiming together to get the 5 kills. RBG going into round 2 with their own force spike. Not a lot of SMGs. It's mainly rifles to come out from 100 Thieves, but early contact out from mid goes the way of the CTs.
Scout shots landed, do damage to Jacob, but he comes out with the kill on Wiz. Good kill back from Azra as well into the mid position. So Wolko and Pony in a 4 versus 2 scenario. Matt 10 continuing to mess his way around against Pony next up, but he will not be able to find that fight just yet. Way through AKS barely gets away with the frag in the end. Gratisfaction and Azza will clean up those last 2 kills. 2-0 for 100 Thieves. Much more confident in the follow-up round.
Yeah, nice and easy for 100 Thieves. We saw the early man advantage going the way of RBG from Jumanchu, but just traded right back really quickly. And it's almost like 100 Thieves in that round there, Jay. They were like waiting for aggression. They didn't really take the fight to them. We saw Azza out for a mid. The rest of the players pretty much down towards the ramp entrance. But it was RBG getting aggressive that allowed most of the frags to come through. We saw Azza was able to get quite deep in towards mid to at least be able to get a bit of information. The USPs, they're stacked up straight into the pit now.
Oh, why not pull out a ridiculous strat towards the mid position? I mean, they've gone mid a couple of times, and they're going to come up with 2 kills for it, actually. Mac 10's picked up. I don't think they lost much there on the mid face as Wolko burns alive. JK's getting a 2nd kill on Jumanchu. He's faking the B site, though. Gets a triple as the bomb makes his way up and around towards A. They've got their attention completely drawn out here. JKS could be on for an ace, to be honest. It is low HP, though, so Hex gets that frag. The 2-on-2 scenario. Damage has at least been done by RBG.
Huge amount of damage. 2 versus 2. This is still very winnable coming out from RBG. Unfortunately, the crossfire with the bait and switch setup comes through, and now Wiz is the last one left. And saving onto an AK, it's an option, and he's going to go for it. And we've seen, at least on Nuke, how successful RBG have been in those like USP rounds, Jay. They've done it again.
Wiz have to hold on to that AK, and again, at least they can take that much, you know, at least they have that little AK for this last round, with no investment coming through on the CT side. The fact they get 3 kills, the fact they have that AK, that's a massive, massive pickup for them. I don't think they'll be able to hunt Wiz down, so he'll keep a hold of this weapon. Get 3-0 on the board for 100 Thieves. RBG saving money, therefore we should be seeing a buy come through. Yes, M4's across the board. The AK for Wiz will provide that extra firepower. He doesn't opt to drop an AWP, though.
Yeah, look, there was a chance. I would have maybe liked to have seen the AWP come out, but nevertheless, it's going to just be the rifles. 100 Thieves maybe trying to get some early ramp control to come through. RBG, not really too much aggression is coming out from them at all, especially out for ramp. They've given complete control up through 100 Thieves.
Incendiaries up the tripod. 50 players off position. Gratisfaction will get that kill on Pony there with the Galil. Frag out, smoke down. Molotov to the back line. First two gets Wiz as well. Another player towards Ali might be on their side. Walker's going to fall pretty low. Leo actually gets that Glock kill, and Gratisfaction cleans up Jumanchu in a very, very simple round. 1v5 for Hex. No casualties, sustained by 100 Thieves. Looking at a 4-0, and yeah, Hex has got to save.
That looked too simple. That looked too easy to come out from under Thieves. They took ramp control, first of all, without taking any damage, really, whatsoever. The HE's incendiaries just didn't really come through at all from RBG. They gave so much map control away so early into the round that Gratisfaction was just able to wide swing out from ramp. Yeah, he used a little bit of utility of a smoke and a molly, but really it was just him wide swinging and getting some dry faces. 4-0 start out from 100 Thieves, and that's really what we want to see, rounds like that from here.
Max loss bonus for the RBG side as they continue to try and do something out here. In the early game, it has all been 100 Thieves, both for that last map and here on this one. Here the AK is coming in, of course, against the not much out from the RBG side, just these saved weapons. I mean, I say that, and Wiz has bought an AWP, so
yeah,
I wonder what that's about.
Well, max round loss bonus, you've got to think at him at 1500, he can buy an AWP again, or at least go gas cannon, or someone else can drop it. So, yeah, like it's at least working in terms of the economy that they have. They probably think that they can maybe do some damage with it. Unfortunately, it's JK has to find one Jacob as well, so the trades have still gone away of the T side, but once again out from ramp, and the AWP has just not found anything, Jay.
The AKs that are doing all the damage for the T side instead. 3 for Jacob. Gratisfaction does see Hex, and Hex takes him down. No further T side players to challenge him, though. They're going to rotate right back out to the B site. As is going to clean out that position, and Hex is going to hear it. Best bet is to go back for that AK he just picked apart. And this will be a 5th for 100 Thieves. Actually, hold on. He's inserted himself behind one of the T-side players. If they think that they're safe towards stack, then Hex could catch them off.
Yeah.
Get a kill back. The fuse kit on him. He's above that smoke. Liaz doesn't see him either. He's going to slowly drop off. If he gets Liaz, no, Azza makes his way back over. Okay. That was a bit of a weird moment there because Hex actually found a line in that T's were completely unaccounted for. That one momentary gap in the defense could have cost them.
Yeah, and I think that's important for 100 Thieves, realizing that they probably had an idea. Hang on a minute, we actually don't really have eyes out through that new construction connector area, so we'll just bring Azza back just in case to be able to try and support Liaz on the site, because that could have got pretty uncomfortable. A deep ramp smoke coming out for Wiz to maybe see if he can go for a bit more of an aggressive standpoint with that AWP, because for the most part of these rounds in the first half, especially on the CT side, RBG have not taken ramp control or get any part aggressive.
Well, Wiz and Jacob taking that first contact into the mid position. 1-to-1 trades. Jumanchu will turn around to Jacob, knowing he's there in the mid control. Drops him first, now focuses fire back towards the stairs area. Fast hit from 100 Thieves. Brats will get Jumanchu, and Leo gets hexed in the back line, so the 3-on-2 gets gained here. Only does get JKS. Brats will catch him into the smoke, but Wolko on the back lines drops that bomb. Loads of time for Brats to work with, but the nade up against him, the incinerator forced him out. Wolko gets his 2K and gets the first for RBG.
And you've got to think for RBG, Jay, the one thing that they really need to do, especially on a map like Vertigo with 100 Thieves picking it, they need to be making sure that they're winning every advantage possible and they're winning clutches. A big one-on-one coming out from Welko is able to put the first on the board. Now, we saw a little bit of a slow start coming out from RBG over on Nuke. It seems to have carried forward over to Vertigo, but this is their chance to continue their performance, continue to maybe see if they can get a couple rounds in a row, Jay, because they lose this and they're going to be completely reset.
Again, fast players into the mid position. Now towards ramp in particular for the T side. Coming up good with the opening frag. Aggression from the CTs not quite going as well this time. M4 of Hex watching out from the stairs area. Falls back. JK tried to take that challenge, but a little bit late to the marker. Could have waited and been a bit more patient. May have bought a way in for the T's to just walk into the B site. But as it stands, 4-on-3 scenario, the T's currently at the man advantage.
Yeah, JKS probably could have been a little bit more patient there, but Hext, all of his attention was drawn away out towards the ramp position to allow Liaz to come through, and he's just trying to at least see if he can pull any more rotations over. They've cleared out the A bomb site, the bomb's still over towards B, and now Wiz is the last one left, and it's in the end, it's Gratisfaction's Molly to find the last kill. And that's the reset I was talking about, Jay. There is no money to go for a buy investment, it's just got to be an eco.
The domination coming out, of course, for 100 Thieves. This is looking a lot more like what we expected out of this series. Pistols out for RBG should allow this 7-1 to come through. 100 Thieves happy just to bolster the buyout, bolster the money line. It's Azza again opening things up. Kill found into the mid position as the aggression from Jumanchu, just nothing done. Wiz back behind the sandbag, standing by with the pistol in play. The CZ face forward, Gratisfaction gets that kill. No molly on him, the flashbang comes through, allowing Wiz the chance to get the kill. No, 14 HP. Gratisfaction stays alive, Jacob will take face, and actually he'll be the man to fall down. Graz better fall back if he doesn't want to lose this AK, because they do have an angle into the B side.
This should be nice and easy coming out from 100 Thieves. Just bring that bomb over. Shouldn't be too much of a contest. And Pawnee, last one left. See if he can at least take another player down. A wide swing coming out together with two players. It's not going to happen. 7 on the board for 100 Thieves. Now, one interesting kind of thought that I've just had, Jay, is like, you know, we cast a fair bit of European Counter-Strike, and we certainly see on the T side of Vertigo, not a lot of like mid-control or at least mid-contact. So far, for 100 Thieves in this first half, we have seen pretty much every single round them taking mid-control and opening up the opportunity to split into B, or at least finding some sort of opening kill and finding a contact.
And that's the key thing, opening kill towards mid. Like, almost every single round here, they've gone towards mid, they've found an opening kill, because RBG are just challenging that straight up and out. You can already see where Jumanchu is on the minimap and how far forward he's going to face. This time, however, bit of a contrast to the last couple of rounds, because there is no mid control from the 100 Thieves side. They will actually lose the opening pick to Gratisfaction. Hex takes him down, I believe, outside of the stairs area, so that's a good start. 5-on-4 scenario, the ramp default coming in from 100 Thieves. M4 trying to spray through against Axe of Adder. Volko takes damage. Hex also gets tagged for 7 points of health. And now forced to fall back here on the CT side.
Look at the map control coming out from 100 Thieves. They've got 2 players out from ramp, you've got 2 players from B stairs, and they're just trying to see if they can draw some rotations over by the looks of things. Oh, look at the kills to come through. The HE, the follow-up with Jacob too, and now they've got the man advantage.
And they've got the A site as well. They've pushed the CT so far out of dodge. As they're going to peek in, reflection against Jumanchu. He's a dead man walking. Pawnee will get one trade, but the AK is so ready for it. Azza with 2 simple frags to enter the backlines, get full A site control, and Wiz has got no chance left in this round. 1v3 to save the AWP. Will flash out and also smoke out and try and keep them away from the B site. But this is an 8th for 100 Thieves. They don't need to hunt.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need to, but at the same time, they'll probably realize with that gun round coming through that the economy line's going to be relatively low for the RBG side. So if they can take the AWP out of play, it would make a big difference, and that's why you can certainly see Azza out towards B and see JKS trying to clear out the mid control just to sort of get as much information as possible to try and siphon off Wiz. But unfortunately, deep in towards the spawn, it's not going to happen. 8-1. This is just so much more dominant than Nuke.
Yeah, in the first half of Nuke, we saw RBG picking back a couple of good rounds. 100 Thieves getting a bit reckless and getting punished for it. This time, punishment is not there from the CT defensive. RBG are having a tough time. They better hope that they've got a good T side out of this one. In the past, when they have taken on the likes of Team 1, New England Whalers, etc., it's been their T side that has been the most dominant half for them. So I'm expecting, and the second half of things to switch up here a bit for RPG. But again, we go back to that point we've gone back to over the course of the entire day so far. If you lose a ridiculously one-sided half, then you've got such little breathing room for the comeback that RBG might not even have the chance to do so here. 1-for-1 trades out towards the ramp position, and AK picked up by Hex. Then Wolko gets Deagle shot on another player out to, I believe, the alley position. Gratisfaction to fall. Jacob next in sees the man. Cardigan attack to the head shot, and Wolko doubles up. 2 versus 4 now. RBG with a serious chance in this one. Azul's just going to play on a fight for the man behind him as well. 2K to his name. Liaz gets Pony, and Hex turns it to a 1 versus 1. Can this AK win out against the T side? Yes, it can. And 2 good Deagles brought them back here for RBG. Finally, a good second for the CT side.
Big round. Very, very big round from RBG. And sometimes it doesn't matter if it's an eco or a gun round. If it's successful, it's successful. And we saw 100 Thieves getting a little bit complacent there. Gratisfaction out towards sandbags. Like, there's really no need for him to be peeking, at least without using utility. You can certainly see the individual duels coming through. The Deagles fighting a world amount of kills. 8-2. RBG, this could be the way back in, and they've invested the AWP on Quiz.
Nades up, incendiaries down, T-side players forced back. Asa once again leaning in towards his construction area, a lot less aggressive from the CT side. RBG and a bit hit and miss with these opening kills. Again, Wolko forced back a little bit. AK of Gratisfaction rated around this corner and take that face back. Banging the support, catches 2 players blind, gets that 1 headshot. Couldn't quite land the second, but the orb is forced off the aggressive angle here.
Gratisfaction looking in for a little bit more. So far, so good for 100 Thieves. Going very quickly into this A bomb side, trying to force the CTs as deep as possible. And for RBG, they're trying to set themselves up for rotations, bringing a second player over, even thinking about a third, but Gratisfaction, big kill from him. And RBG, they might even be thinking, hey.
Does make sense to do so here. Again, 100 Thieves have just driven the execution right in. Adler with a kill on Jamanchu, leaves it all on Hex. Jacob gets that kill. That's a night for the 100 Thieves here. RBG desperately needs some rounds. Absolutely desperate now to get something on the CT board. So at least have something to go into the second half with. At that stage, you can give them an opportunity for a comeback. But if they just keep getting pummeled in by 100 Thieves round after round, we're not going to see much coming out of them at all.
Yeah, look, I tell you what, Jay, my ears in that round, like, it was just so much noise because it was just so many people spamming from 100 Thieves, and now it's going to be the run boost out for Gratisfaction. At least a little bit of information is seen of where Hex is, but rather than falling back into the site, he looks like he wants to over-aggress. They get away with a one-on-one trade, but this is only a half fight. How much more can they find? Oh my goodness!
Transfer the spray to the head of Pony, and just like that, he shuts down the B-site control. But Wolko turns an M4 back to a 2-on-2. And again, the pistol's coming up good here for the CT character to do damage. Now Rifle's picked up an opportunity presenting itself for a retake. Do RBG even want to go for it? Or are they just happy with an AK and an M4? Well, Wolko's taking face, Liaz shuts him down, and now Wiz has got to save from here.
Yeah, at the same time, though, he might want to try and go for it. Like, they're going to get an investment in the next round as it is. If he can get a kill within the next 5 or 10 seconds, that could be him going for it. The thing is the lack of kit, and, well, the kit doesn't even make a difference. Azza is going to be able to find a 10th. 18 kills and 3 deaths. Now, years ago, Azza used to be one of the biggest fraggers for this 100 Thieves side, but since moving into that in-game leader role, it seems like it's the members like your JKS and your Jacob that have been stepping up in terms of the riflers, and Azza hasn't really needed to now, taking a little bit of a leadership role.
I mean, you say that, and he's currently top fragger in the server, so
well, that's what I mean.
Maybe
yeah, like, it's such a contrast, yeah.
In this matchup, certainly being the standout player, although, to be fair, all of the 100 Thieves have had their moments tonight. Liaz gonna have his moment here with the opening kill. Gratisfaction also gets chiming in onto Wolko. Grabs that bomb as well that was dropped in the alleyway position. Gonna fall back out to the ramp area. Azza and Jacob will start moving in. Got another CT there towards Ali, who's trying to take that challenge at Barney. Them being down by 2 players, the defensive chances are still slim. Wiz does come up with a good orb pick. That's a start. Hold off against the rest of the players coming in here. The bomb's gonna potentially make its way back over. It's starting to rotate up to the ramp position. It's taken its time to get here, though.
Starting to slow it down. I tell you what, there could be a bit of a sightline in here through mid. Doesn't really seem like too much of a contest to stall, especially with Azza trying to fake over to this A bomb side. Now they've got a free line into B.
Gonna take it. Bomb plant secured by JK. Still one player on that ramp position. Going to try and draw their attention away, but as they hear that bomb plant coming in, RBG going to have to make their way up. And as well as that, keep your eyes on Pony. He's taken that base against Gratz and actually wins it out. There was a good chance for Gratz Faction to get that pick back. And now turn it to a 2 versus 2 scenario. CT's very tentative about this. They have kits, but they've only got a double flash and smoke for Pony, and I think they think it's better to hold on to this AWP and this AK. And yes, it seems to be the case, but this means 11-2 for 100 Thieves. And I mean, I guess I probably should have looked at those results a bit closer here, Blake, because the loss that 100 Thieves have taken are definitely not being impactful at all in this matchup. RBG are being trounced right now by the T side.
And look, I don't want to be too negative about RBG because they really have been slapped around in this first half, but you look at Wiz and you think, man, he was so impactful for them on that CT side of Nuke. He was finding so many important kills. He was finding multi-frags. He's had the AWP for the majority of gun rounds, and he's only managed to get 6 kills. I mean, yeah, like there's no one on double digits for the RBG side, but if there's anyone to step up on CT side of Vertigo, it's got to be him.
AWP unable to do much from here. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, just kind of being suppressed passive. He's got a couple of good picks on the back of the A side, but that seems to be his comfort zone. Unfortunately, that's when 100 Thieves are picking apart his teammates who have already pushed down the ramp position. So the coordination, the setup from RBG doesn't play into Wiz's strengths, I don't feel. Jacob, Krieg out for the first time tonight. Alongside Azza taking faith in an SMG that's so far pushed up. Walker will get that first spike taken, can trade it. We'll try spray back onto the next player of Pony. Hex comes through onto JKS, so the SMGs do get a couple of good picks back. A 4-on-3 now for RBG.
And Liaz, again, the lurk plays. They have just been so impactful time and time, but actually, the lurk play gets caught off guard. It's Jamanchu that swings in with the MP9 to now find a 4-on-2 advantage and pretty much force 100 Thieves into a B bomb side take. They can slow walk it, they can use their utility, but for RBG, the rotations can take some time.
Flash in, Jacob burning, 6 HP. From the orange bomb, that's a very risky play. Comes out against it as a result. Gratis Faction left in a 1-on-3. Hexed close, Wiz far, Pony on electric box. Grab that bomb and try to find a new way in. 25 seconds to get the plant in, and eventually Hex will make his way straight forward with a spray down. The RBG hold a rare CT round, but one more to go here in this half. Can they at least have 11-4? 11-4, I think, could be recoverable if they can get a good pistol start on the second half.
Yeah, I'm with you there, certainly so, but I think this round here is so vital. I think sometimes, even in terms of like the mental game, going into the second half with 4 rounds rather than 3 can sometimes make a big difference. You've got to think, where's the change-up though from RBG? We, again, haven't seen a lot of map control come out from them at all over on their CT side. Fast out towards this ramp entrance, and it's Azza to find yet another opening kill.
Good AK frag for a secondary kill. Pony turns around against Azza. Jamanchu gets Jacob to return with 3-on-3, so hold on. CTs might not be out of this one just yet. They're being held to the backlines on the T side, but again, the CT's being pushed back even further. Pony will fall. 3-on-2. Hex and Jamanchu. Both players up to defend against this one. I think Hex is thinking about a rotation. He might be considering the idea that 100 Thieves go towards the B site. It's completely undefended. Now Jamanchu will peek in, probably spot the 2 players out here at Alley. If you can line up a spray down, you get this whole round, but no. Lias comes up, Hex lines them up though. 1-on-1, up for a 3K. JKS on site, bomb out of his control. Hex is not into regret, sees the man as the smoke clears, but doesn't register the kill, so it's 12-3 for 100 Thieves. Going into their CT side, we'll see whether they can cope.
spills your blood. A whisper out fills your head, but you have to fight again. So take one step, take another. Find the strength for your brothers. Erase the doubt with your battle cry. With your battle cry. You feel the earth move to the drum of steel boots. Banish the fear inside. You're strong enough that you don't have to hide. No, you don't have to hide. You're strong enough with your battle cry. Brings you to your knees.
And a brilliant half by 100 Thieves to now potentially close this whole thing down against RBG. They are only 4 rounds away from getting this series on the wraps in 2-0 fashion. The CT side pistol about to go live, and RBG absolutely need it if they want to stay alive.
Now, is it 4 Julies, Jay, or is it 2 Julies? We've seen Gratisfaction and JKS going out for the dual Berettas. This could be quite interesting on the CT side. We're seeing a little bit of aggression out towards ramp, JKS being very pressed up, and I'm guessing that Jacob and Azza are just going to try and bait and switch and try and sell a distraction.
2 Julies, 4 Berettas is how I'm going to lay this one down. The Thieves get on Gratisfaction, of course, ready in case they have to go for the retake here. And 2 sets of utility, single flat smoke and HE with Pony. And Pony's going to open up the frag counts. All right, 2 on the JKS and Jacob, and now they force the CTs back. Much like how 100 Thieves are doing on their ramp defaults in their T side. But look at how tight and aggressive 100 Thieves are going to be with the defense. Right behind the smoke, flash round the corner. They still fall apart as a last man standing, dealt with by Pony for a 4K for him, and a 4th round for RBG.
Wow. Well, that setup just got absolutely wrecked. We saw 100 Thieves having 3 players out from ramp, trying to see if they can, at least with 2 players of Jacob and Azza, to pull distractions away from JKS. But Pony just opens up. He gets some really great entry kills, ends up finishing off with 4, gets himself an AK going into the next round. But that was a huge pistol round from RBG.
Already a start out for Walcott here in this follow-up round, but you can see how aggressive 100 Thieves are again going to go towards the mid-control. Shots down, shot to Hex to 2 HP, and Liaz also aggressing out towards the stairs area. We'll see that nade coming in, and back of the scaffold, and gets back towards Old Quad. Molotov should force him even further back, potentially, if he wants to try re-aggress at the very least. He'll be forced to buy at this time. Smokes will come up, and the 100 Thieves squad are going to try and play the waiting game. Know that time is on their side. Know that RBG have got to execute eventually.
100 Thieves maybe trying to take back this B stairs control. RBG, they're slowly walking into ramp, and now a gamble stack's being formed over towards this B bomb site. Does make things a little bit more difficult. Now, with a 4-on-4, there is an opportunity to sort of rotate and retake in towards A, but the rotations are going to be pretty slow because the T's have already got site control.
So gets a kill on the Mac 10 over on Jumanchu. Nade up to Snite, and it lands on X as well. A tear too late though. Couldn't deny the bomb plant, so it's going to still be a retake from 100 Thieves. Got Molotovs and smoke, some flashes coming in as well to receive it. He's only had the flashes left here. Look at Jacob, so close. Wiz will shut him down. Liaz turns that Deagle on for a frag. JKS gets Wilco next, and now Pony left alone. And his quadrant in the last round up for a 3K in this one. Pony's needed from all sorts of angles. Does read Liaz's peak right, but ends up falling to the Mac 10 regardless. So it will be a defuse for 100 Thieves, a 13th for the CT board. And RBG, a great opportunity to turn it around, but again, the 4-sport pistols come up good.
Yeah, look, they've got to make a bit of a decision here, Jay. They don't have to force because they got a bomb plant, but at the same time, they'll know that the economy is pretty low from the CT side, and being down 4-13 can open up the opportunity to just try and force, like, Mac 10s and Tech 9s and what have you. But it looks like they're just going to completely block it out. So with that bomb plant coming into the last round, they want absolutely no investment to follow, so they can get the rifles into round 19. What that does mean, though, is really a 14th round for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, no force back from RBG. Trying to make their way in towards the B site and shut down by Azza and Liaz and Gratisfaction in a case of about 15 seconds. So, one of the quickest rounds you can possibly get in Counter-Strike, I think. 14-4, 2 away from victory for 100 Thieves. The odds definitely don't favour RBG at this stage. You can see that at the top of the screens from GG Bet. And a lot of work needs to be done to grind this back out here. It does start with this rifle round, though.
Yeah, it's got to be really the last chance here now for RBG. And I think someone just needs to step up. Someone on this camp needs to just get really sick entries, open up a little bit of back control. Jumanchu out towards the B stairs. He's going to run in with the bomb, and that just gets dropped because Liaz gets 2 kills.
JKS gets the next one. Azza drops Hexed as well, and wow. There's a difference between cleaning up a rifle, and 100 Thieves just did both back-to-back rounds. Decimation, this time in 25 seconds at the start of the round. And now map and match point for the Aussies. 11 for RBG to get to overtime. Honestly, Blake, with a last round like that, I don't think they can do it.
Yeah, look, that was a big shutdown. We saw RBG trying to go in for the B split. We saw 3 players out from mid, 2 out from the B stairs, and like no one really found anything. A miss smoke coming out from Leo's out towards the B stairs, and they're sacking up A. This is a wild setup.
I mean, they're reading it right. The majority of T-side players are over here. Nades up, Congas get 2 frags though. Snicks himself past Liaz here in the backlines, does get shut down by Hex to a 3 versus 2 scenario. AWP Gratisfaction though still here in construction, gets that first frag. Couldn't quite land on the second, has dropped that bomb to a 2-on-2 scenario though. Still workable for the CT side. As he backed up to the back of the site, RBG are going to be forced to go a little bit more carefully, a little bit more slowly around this.
And it's all down to mind games now. For 100 Thieves, rather than playing together, they're actually splitting up the bomb site. Jacob's gone over towards B. They're leaving Gratisfaction at A. And for RBG, they're using a little bit of utility to this A bomb site. They still have the opportunity of faking it out and going back down over to B. But it looks like what they want to commit out from alley.
Gratisfaction checking the right angle, lands that on Hex. It's all Jumanchu now. 1-on-2. He's got a HP advantage of both of the CT players. And blind shots will try to see if they can connect on the smokes now. I don't know if he saw Jumanchu, but I think he'll know. Gratisfaction going to call him the backup as the backstab starts to come in. Bomb plant on default. Slowly but surely, Jacob makes his way up from the back. Going to keep his head on the swivel. Jumanchu, as soon as he takes his space, going to win it out. Not looking the right way at the right time. Jacob's going to close it 16-4 for the 100 Thieves. And a brilliant victory for them here.